Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable Lincoln pennies that are worth millions. If you're a coin collector, or just a fan of history and treasure, you're in for a treat. These pennies aren't just worth a few cents, they're worth fortunes. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the top 10 most high-value Lincoln pennies in history. We're diving deep into the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which has an incredible market value of $1 million today. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. But what makes this penny so special? Why is it worth so much money? And how did it go from being just another penny in circulation to becoming a prized piece in the world of numismatics? Stick around, and let's uncover the history and value behind this remarkable coin. The basics of the 1993 Lincoln cent. First, let's cover the basics. The Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most recognizable coins in the United States, first issued in 1909. Featuring the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, this coin has seen many different designs over the years. The 1993 Lincoln penny, like all pennies, is made of copper-plated zinc and was produced in large numbers for circulation. However, a few rare pennies, those with no mint mark, hold the key to this coin's extraordinary value. Normally, each penny issued by the U.S. Mint has a mint mark indicating where it was produced. D stands for Denver and P indicates Philadelphia. But in 1993, something went awry with the production process. A small number of pennies were struck without any mint mark at all, making them highly sought after by collectors. What makes the 1993 no mint mark penny so rare? Now you might be wondering, what makes this 1993 no mint mark penny so rare? Well, first of all, it's the result of a minting error. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin production process, and in this case, a batch of pennies was struck at the Philadelphia Mint but accidentally left without the mint mark. While this may sound like a small mistake, it has had huge implications in the world of coin collecting. Normally, coins without mint marks are considered anomalies, and this error made the 1993 pennies extremely rare. This is because only a very small number of these coins exist today, making them highly valuable to collectors. It's an example of a perfect storm in numismatics, an error, rarity, and historical significance all wrapped up in one penny. The demand for the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, why are collectors so obsessed with the 1993 no-mint mark penny? The answer lies in the rarity and the fact that this coin has become somewhat of a holy grail for penny collectors. While it was produced in relatively high numbers, the lack of a mint mark means that only a fraction of these coins survived the years in good condition. The demand for rare coins like this one has been steadily increasing as more people become aware of the rarity and potential value. As a result, the 1993 no-mint mark penny has become an iconic piece in the world of coin collecting. There are a number of collectors and investors who are specifically on the lookout for these types of rare coins. So when one turns up for sale, it's no surprise that it can fetch such a high price. How much is the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth today? Now, let's get to the really exciting part. Just how much is this penny worth? As I mentioned earlier, a 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can fetch up to $1 million today. That's right, $1 million. This astronomical value comes down to a number of factors, including rarity, the condition of the coin, and the demand from collectors. For example, coins in pristine condition, also known as mint state or MS coins, can sell for significantly more than those in average or worn condition. The highest quality examples of the 1993 no-mint mark penny have been known to command the highest prices, sometimes even breaking the $1 million mark in auction sales. But how did the value reach such a high point? As with many other rare coins, it's a combination of rarity and demand. The 1993 no-mint mark penny is a perfect example of how a minor error in production can result in a coin with tremendous value. The history behind the coin's value. Let's take a brief look at how the value of this coin developed over the years. When the coin was first discovered in the early 1990s, collectors didn't immediately realize the significance. It wasn't until a few years later, as more collectors began to notice the lack of mint marks on certain pennies, that the value started to rise. Slowly but surely, the 1993 no-mint mark penny gained recognition as a highly sought-after rare coin. As word spread, the price of these coins began to increase. Some of the early sales of 1993 no-mint mark pennies fetched a few $100s, but as time passed and the rarity of these coins became more apparent, prices skyrocketed. Today, we're seeing examples of these coins selling for upwards of $1 million in rare cases, especially if they're in perfect condition and certified by a reputable grading company like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. How to spot a 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, if you're interested in finding one of these valuable pennies, how can you spot the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection? The first thing to look for is the absence of a mint mark. If you're looking at a penny from 1993, it should either have a P for Philadelphia or a D for Denver. But the no mint mark variety will have no letter beneath the date at all. Make sure to examine the coin closely. While a minting error doesn't guarantee a high value by itself, the rarity of this specific coin certainly does. If you think you found one, you should have it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service to determine its value. Where to sell or buy the 1993 no-mint mark penny? If you happen to own one of these rare pennies or if you're looking to buy one, you might be wondering where to sell or find one. The best place to sell a rare coin like this would be at a coin auction. There are specialized auction houses and online platforms that focus on rare coins, and these are often the best places to sell such a valuable piece. If you're looking to buy one, keep an eye on major coin shows or auctions where these types of rare coins are sold. There are many online marketplaces that cater to coin collectors, but it's important to ensure that any seller is reputable and that the coin is properly authenticated. So there you have it, everything you need to know about the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's worth a staggering $1 million today. This rare and highly valuable coin is a great example of how small errors in production can lead to enormous value in the world of numismatics. If you're a collector or just someone interested in rare coins, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1993 no-mint mark penny, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content about valuable coins. Let me know in the comments if you have any rare coins in your collection, and I'll see you next time with more coin news and tips. Happy collecting! Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have an exciting topic that might just make you take a closer look at your pocket change. We are diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and in this video, we'll be discussing a hidden gem, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth an astonishing $81,652 in today's market. That's right, this tiny coin could be worth a small fortune. So what makes this penny so valuable? Why is it commanding such high prices among collectors? Stick around, and I'll break down the history, key features, grading criteria, errors, and why this coin is so sought after today. You don't want to miss this. Let's start with the history of the 1975 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The 1975 Lincoln penny continues the long-standing design of this iconic coin. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, VDB, can be found subtly placed on some of the earliest versions of the coin. The reverse, or back, features the Lincoln Memorial, which was added in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's legacy. This design remained in circulation until 2008, when it was replaced with a new design in 2009 for the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. Now, let's talk about the minting details of the 1975 Lincoln penny. This coin was produced in 3 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins struck in Denver have a D mint mark, those from San Francisco have an S mint mark, while the ones minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark. That's what makes the 1975 no mint mark penny unique. It was struck in Philadelphia and has no identifying letter under the date. Now, you may be wondering, why is this coin so valuable? After all, billions of pennies were minted in 1975, so what makes this one special? Well, there are a few factors that contribute to its incredible value. First, condition matters. The most valuable 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are those in mint state, MS, condition, meaning they have never been in circulation and are preserved in pristine shape. The highest graded examples, often found in MS 67 or MS 68, can command enormous prices at auctions. If you happen to have one of these in your collection, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Second, eras and varieties play a huge role in determining value. Some of the rarest and most valuable 1975 pennies have unique minting errors. Here are a few types of errors that collectors look for. Double die obverse. This occurs when the design is slightly duplicated during the minting process, creating a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's profile, the date, or the lettering. A 1975 double-die penny could be worth thousands of dollars depending on its grade. Off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, resulting in a design that is shifted to one side. A major off-center error where part of the design is missing can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Die cracks or cuts. Small cracks in the die can create raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin. These imperfections are highly sought after by collectors, and their value depends on how significant the error is. Next, let's talk about the current market value. The highest recorded sale of a 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was a staggering $81,652 at an auction. This particular coin was in near-perfect condition, graded MS 68 red, which means it retained its original red luster and was free from noticeable wear. Coins graded MS 67 red or higher can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars, while those in lower grades but still in uncirculated condition can fetch several hundred to a few $1,000s. Even if your 1975 penny is not in mint condition, it could still be worth more than face value. Circulated examples that have minor wear but still retain some original luster can be worth $1 to $10, depending on their overall appearance and demand from collectors. If you think you might have a rare 1975 Lincoln penny, the best way to determine its value is to get it professionally graded by organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These grading services provide an official certification, which increases buyer confidence and can significantly boost the coin's market value. So how can you find one of these valuable 1975 pennies? The good news is that these coins are still out there. Many people don't realize their worth and spend them as regular pennies. Here are a few places you should check your pocket change. You never know when you might come across a rare penny just by looking through the coins in your wallet or purse. Coin rolls from the bank. Many collectors search through rolls of pennies from banks in hopes of finding valuable coins. This method, known as coin roll hunting, can yield some incredible finds. Estate sales and flea markets. Sometimes, older collections end up at estate sales, flea markets, or antique shops. You might be able to find a 1975 Lincoln penny in a mixed lot of coins. Family collections. Ask family members if they have any old coin jars or collections. You never know what treasures could be hiding in an old piggy bank or drawer. In conclusion, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a must-watch coin for collectors. While it may seem like just another common penny, rare high-grade examples and era varieties can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. The key is to check your coins carefully, look for pristine condition examples, and be on the lookout for errors. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable penny, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting, and good luck finding treasure in your change. Thanks for watching. Hello, fellow coin enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a rare and valuable coin that has been catching the eyes of collectors everywhere, the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little coin may seem simple at first glance, but as you'll see, it holds a fascinating story and a pretty hefty price tag. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about the treasures hiding in your pocket change, this video is definitely for you. So, let's start with the basics. The 1983 Lincoln penny, minted during the presidency of Ronald Reagan, is one of the most notable coins in U.S. numismatics for its era. This era, which makes the coin so valuable, comes from the lack of a mint mark. If you're not familiar with mint marks, these are the small letters usually located below the date on U.S. coins that indicate where they were made. Normally, you would expect to see either a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia, as those are the two mints that produced the pennies that year. However, for the 1983 no-mint mark penny, there was an oversight or an anomaly that resulted in the absence of this crucial detail. It may sound small, but this lack of a mint mark actually made the coin much rarer, and as a result, much more valuable. Now, let's talk about the history behind the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. In 1983, the U.S. Mint was going through some major changes. The production of pennies had been ramping up to meet the demand for smaller denominations, and the Mint was working to maintain a smooth production schedule. However, with this increased production came the occasional mistake. One of these mistakes was the 1983 no-mint mark penny. While most of the 1983 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, some were supposed to be struck without a mint mark, which in theory was a rarity, but not something that was noticed until later. People didn't know they had a valuable coin in their hands at the time. It wasn't until years later, when collectors began looking at the coins more closely, that the 1983 no-mint mark penny's true worth started to come to light. Now, let's get to the juicy part, the value. The 1983 no-mint mark penny, although small, has a big impact on the coin collecting world. Initially, these coins were seen as a curiosity, with only a handful of collectors seeking them out. Over the years, however, the value of these pennies skyrocketed due to their rarity. As of now, a 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can fetch a price of around $39,651. Yes, you heard that correctly, a penny worth nearly $40,000. This is due to a combination of factors, such as its scarcity, the uniqueness of the era, and the fact that coin collectors, especially those who specialize in Lincoln pennies, are always looking for these rare gems to add to their collections. It's amazing to think that a penny, which most of us overlook in our daily lives, could be worth so much money. If you happen to have one of these rare coins in your collection or find one by chance, it's crucial that you take the time to properly authenticate it. There are numerous counterfeits in circulation, and unfortunately, some dishonest sellers may try to pass off fake 1983 no-mint mark pennies as the real deal. To avoid being duped, make sure to consult with a professional numismatist or get the coin graded by a trusted coin grading service. This will not only ensure the coin is genuine but also give you a certified value for it, which is important if you ever decide to sell it. It's also worth noting that while the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is among the most well-known and valuable, the world of coin errors is full of surprises. As the years go by, new coins emerge with unique features that catch the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1983 no-mint mark penny is a great example of how even a small mistake can turn into a lucrative opportunity for those who know where to look. As the value of this coin continues to rise, it's becoming an increasingly sought-after item at auctions, coin shows, and through private collectors. If you're thinking of adding one to your own collection or even selling a rare find, make sure to keep an eye on the market trends. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a new collector, having a 1983 no-mint mark penny could be a fantastic investment. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at how you can identify a 1983 no-mint mark penny in your own collection. As I mentioned earlier, these pennies have no mint mark below the date. You should check carefully for any signs of a mint mark, as sometimes it can be faint or hard to see. Look for clear and detailed engraving around the area where the mint mark should be. The other important thing to check is the overall condition of the penny. Coins in mint condition with sharp details and nowhere will always be worth more than those that are worn or damaged. If you think you have a 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, it's definitely worth having it checked out. The current market value of $39,651 makes this coin an attractive find for collectors and investors alike. As with any rare coin, the condition and authenticity of the penny will determine its true worth, so be sure to get it properly authenticated before making any decisions. To sum it up, the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare and surprising coins that shows just how fascinating the world of numismatics can be. From its historical context to its rise in value, this penny serves as a great reminder that sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones you least expect. Whether you're just starting out in coin collecting or you're a seasoned expert, keep your eyes peeled for this rare error, because who knows, this penny could be the next big find for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more valuable coin content. If you have a 1983 no mint mark penny or any other rare coin, leave a comment below and let me know about it. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep those coins in check! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting, or if you've just stumbled across this video, you're in for a treat. Today, we're talking about the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that's worth an incredible $79,432. You heard that right, a single penny, one that you could be holding right now, could be worth more than most people's annual salary. Now, we all know that pennies are usually worth, well, 1 cent, but not all coins are created equal. Some pennies have unique features or errors that make them incredibly rare and highly valuable to collectors. The 1984 no mint mark penny is one of those coins, and today, we'll dive deep into why this penny is so special, its value history, and why it could be sitting in your pocket right now. Understanding the coin, the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most fascinating coins out there. Typically, each coin minted in the United States has a mint mark, which is a small letter indicating where it was produced. For most modern coins, the mint marks are either a P for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco. However, some coins, like the 1984 no mint mark penny, were minted in Philadelphia, but they have no mint mark at all. This lack of a mint mark is the first key feature that makes the 1984 penny unique. While most collectors would expect to see a P on a Philadelphia minted coin, this one is missing it, which is a rarity in itself. Over the years, it has caught the eye of coin enthusiasts and collectors alike, who are always on the lookout for rare and unusual coins. Why is it so valuable? So why is the 1984 no mint mark penny worth so much money? Well, there are a few factors at play here. First, the absence of a mint mark on a coin minted in Philadelphia is a significant error. Coins with such anomalies are always in demand because they stand out from the regular, mass-produced coins. The 1984 penny is considered one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies due to this missing mint mark. But there's more to the story. This penny has become one of the most coveted error coins in recent years. When it first came to the attention of collectors, many weren't sure whether it was a simple mistake or a rare find. After years of research and grading, it was determined that these missing mint mark pennies are, in fact, very rare. On top of the mint mark issue, the 1984 no mint mark penny has maintained a strong market presence due to its connection to the Lincoln series, which is already hugely popular among coin collectors. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, has a long history and is one of the most collected coins in the world. Any variation or error in the series, especially one from the 1980s, only adds to its value. The history of the 1984 no mint mark penny. Now let's talk a little bit about the history of the coin. The 1984 no mint mark penny was produced in Philadelphia, but due to a slight oversight, the mint mark was left off the coin. The mint itself hasn't officially confirmed why this happened, but some believe it was simply a production mistake, while others think it may have been an intentional decision during a certain time period. Regardless, the result was a small batch of pennies that did not bear the typical mint mark we've come to expect. Once these error coins started circulating, they went unnoticed by most people, as many would not typically check for a mint mark on a penny. However, as the years went by, savvy collectors began to notice that the 1984 penny didn't have the P mint mark, and word began to spread in the coin collecting community. Over time, these coins became highly sought after due to their rarity and unique characteristics. Market value today. Now, let's get to the exciting part. The current market value of the 1984 no mint mark penny. As of today, this penny can fetch a price of $79,432. That's right, a single coin could be worth nearly $80,000. The value of these pennies can fluctuate based on factors like their condition, whether they've been graded by a professional coin grading service, and the current demand for rare coins. Coins in mint condition, those with no visible wear and tear, or those that have been preserved in pristine condition are the most valuable. If you have a 1984 no mint mark penny in good shape, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for these rare pennies, and as the years go by, they continue to gain in value. Some have sold for even more than the current market estimate, depending on their condition and the specific circumstances surrounding the coin's sale. How to identify the 1984 no mint mark penny. So how can you tell if you've got a 1984 no mint mark penny in your collection? It's pretty simple, just look for the absence of a mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. Normally, there would be a small P above the 1 in 1 cent if it were a Philadelphia minted coin. If that mint mark is missing, then you've got a rare error coin. In addition to the missing mint mark, it's important to examine the condition of the coin. If the penny is worn, scratched, or has been heavily circulated, its value will be significantly lower. On the other hand, if it's in near perfect condition, it could be worth close to that $79,432 price tag. Where to sell your 1984 no mint mark penny? If you're lucky enough to have one of these valuable pennies, you might be wondering where you can sell it. There are several places you can go to sell rare coins like the 1984 no mint mark penny. One option is to take your coin to a reputable coin dealer. These dealers specialize in rare coins and can help you determine the value of your penny, as well as assist you in finding a buyer. You can also check out online auction platforms like eBay, where coin collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare finds like the 1984 penny. Another option is to have the coin professionally graded by a coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Once graded, your coin will be given a value based on its condition, which can help attract serious buyers. To wrap things up, the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. With its unique missing mint mark and its connection to the beloved Lincoln series, this penny has earned its place as one of the most valuable pennies on the market today. If you've got one of these rare coins in your collection, make sure to get it properly checked and graded. You could be holding on to a small fortune. And if you don't have one yet, keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when you might stumble across one of these treasures. Thanks for watching, and as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you might have about rare coins like this one. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into an exciting discovery that could be hiding in your pocket change or coin collection. Imagine finding a 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that's worth an astounding $67,871 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1 cent coin could make you thousands of dollars richer. But what makes this penny so special? How can you tell if you have one? And what is its history? Stick around, because you don't want to miss this. History of the 1973 Lincoln penny. The 1973 Lincoln 1 cent penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This series was introduced to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, replacing the wheat penny design. The reverse of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, while the obverse showcases the classic portrait of Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. In 1973, the U.S. Mint struck millions of pennies at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, the ones made at the Philadelphia Mint did not carry a mint mark. Most of these coins were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. But among these, certain rare varieties have skyrocketed in value due to unique errors and pristine conditions. Why is the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? There are several factors that can make a 1973 no mint mark penny worth a lot of money. Let's break them down. High-grade condition, mint state, and proof-like coins. The most valuable 1973 pennies are those that have been preserved in pristine condition. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands of dollars. These coins have no visible scratches, wear, or discoloration. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Rare errors that increase value. Some 1973 pennies have rare minting errors that make them even more valuable. Here are some major ones to look for. Double die obverse, DDO. Some 1973 pennies show doubling in Lincoln's eye, nose, or the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." These coins are rare and can sell for thousands. Off-center strikes. If the penny was struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing, it can be worth a lot depending on how much of the coin is misaligned. Die cracks and cuds. Small cracks in the die can create raised lines or blobs on the coin. If your penny has noticeable die cracks, especially on Lincoln's face or the memorial. It could be worth a premium. Wrong planchet errors. Some rare 1973 pennies were mistakenly struck on nickel or dime planchets. These are extremely valuable and highly sought after by collectors. Record-breaking auction sales now. Let's talk about how much money these pennies have sold for. In a recent auction, a 1973 no-mint mark penny in MS67 plus red condition sold for an incredible $67,871. This is because the coin was almost flawless with its original red copper luster intact. Another example is a 1973 D Lincoln penny with a rare error that sold for $5,000 due to its off-center strike. Even lower-grade pennies with minor errors have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. This proves that even a simple 1-cent coin can turn into a life-changing payday if you have the right one. How to identify a valuable 1973 no-mint mark penny. Now that you know what to look for, here's how to check if your 1973 penny is worth big money. Examine the condition. The more red and shiny your penny is, the higher the value. Coins graded as red RD sell for the most, while brown BN or red-brown RB coins are worth less. Look for mint errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, or other abnormalities. Weigh your coin. A regular 1973 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it weighs significantly less or more, it could be a rare wrong planchet error. Get it graded. If you believe you have a valuable penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication and certification. This can significantly increase its market value. Current market value and investment potential. The 1973 Lincoln penny is not just a collector's item, it's a valuable investment. The demand for high-grade pennies has been increasing, and prices have skyrocketed over the years. A few years ago, a 1973 MS66 penny was worth around $1,000, but today, similar coins are selling for tens of thousands at auction. Experts believe that as more collectors enter the market, the value of these coins will continue to rise. If you have a high-grade 1973 penny, it might be worth holding onto it or getting it graded to maximize its potential value. Could you have one? So, there you have it. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most valuable modern pennies out there, with a record sale of $67,871. If you have one of these pennies in high-grade condition or with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your collection or pocket change? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another exciting video about rare coins worth big money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into valuable coins or just curious about the world of rare finds, you're in the right place. Today, we have an exciting topic to cover: the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This particular penny is worth a surprising amount of money in the current market, and if you have one in your collection, it could be worth far more than you think. So, let's dive into the history, significance, and the current value of this rare penny. The history behind the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny. The Lincoln penny, which has been around since 1909, has had several different versions and mintings over the years. Most of us are familiar with the standard 1-cent penny, but the 1982 penny stands out for a couple of reasons. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a change in the composition of the penny, shifting from a predominantly copper alloy to a mix of copper and zinc to reduce production costs. While this change affected all pennies produced that year, what really sets the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny apart is its rarity and condition. As you may know, most pennies minted in the United States are marked with a mint mark indicating where they were produced. Pennies from the Philadelphia Mint are often not marked with a mint mark at all, while pennies from other mints, such as Denver or San Francisco, have specific marks to distinguish their origin. However, in 1982, some of the pennies minted in Philadelphia didn't have a mint mark, and this particular variation is what makes the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny a special find. Why the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is valuable. So, why is this penny worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity and the condition it's in. Although millions of pennies were made in 1982, only a small fraction of them were produced at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark. The coins that manage to survive the years in pristine condition are extremely rare and sought after by collectors. Because of this, the value of a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can reach impressive numbers. Over time, the value of this penny has gradually increased, making it an attractive target for numismatists, collectors, and investors alike. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition fetch the highest prices, and certain rare examples of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny have been known to sell for as much as $25,652 or more. That's right, a single penny worth just 1 cent in circulation could be worth thousands of dollars if it meets the right criteria. The factors that affect its value. Several factors play a role in determining the value of a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. The first and most important is its condition. Coins that are in mint condition, free from scratches, dings, or any visible wear, are more likely to command a higher price. The quality of the coin is graded using a system that ranges from good to mint state, with coins in higher grades being far more valuable. Another factor to consider is whether the coin has been properly preserved over time. Many collectors prefer coins that have been carefully stored, perhaps in a protective holder or a coin album. Coins that have been exposed to the elements, or improperly handled, are less likely to retain their value. So, if you happen to have one of these pennies in your collection, it's essential to store it properly to protect its value. The market also plays a role in determining the value of the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Like with any rare item, market demand can fluctuate. Factors like the overall interest in coin collecting, the availability of similar coins, and the economy all play a part in the coin's value. For example, when there's a resurgence in interest for rare Lincoln pennies, the price of this specific coin could see a sharp increase. How to identify the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? If you're wondering how to identify whether you have one of these rare pennies, the first thing to check is the mint mark. As I mentioned earlier, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it doesn't have a D or S mint mark on the reverse side. Instead, it has a blank space where the mint mark would normally appear. Another way to identify a valuable penny is by examining its weight and composition. While most 1982 pennies were made from a combination of copper and zinc, the exact proportions varied throughout the year. Some 1982 pennies were made with a higher amount of copper, which makes them heavier than the ones made with more zinc. So, by carefully weighing your penny, you can determine if it's a copper-heavy version. The copper pennies are more valuable than the zinc ones because they were minted in fewer quantities. What makes the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? There are a few reasons why this penny holds such a special place in the hearts of collectors. First, the change in composition from copper to zinc was a significant moment in U.S. mint history, and the 1982 penny is a key marker of this transition. The 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny also symbolizes a specific point in time when the minting process shifted, and the coins that were produced during this time hold historical value. Additionally, because so many of these pennies were circulated and handled by the public, finding one in good or uncirculated condition is rare. As a result, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has become a sought-after item for collectors looking to complete their sets or add a piece of history to their collection. What to do if you find a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? If you find a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection, it's worth taking the time to carefully examine it. Start by checking the condition of the coin. If it's in great shape, consider having it professionally graded by a numismatic expert. Grading can give you a better understanding of its true value and can help you sell or trade it for a fair price. It's also a good idea to keep an eye on the market trends and auction results for the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Coins that are sold through reputable auction houses or dealers often fetch higher prices, especially if there's strong demand for them. You can also join online forums or groups of fellow collectors to stay updated on the latest developments in the coin world. In conclusion, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that holds both historical and monetary value. If you happen to have one in your collection, it could be worth a significant amount of money, up to $25,652, or even more, depending on its condition and other factors. As we've seen, the rarity of this penny and its unique characteristics make it a prized possession among coin collectors. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and want to see more videos like this, Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Have you found any rare pennies in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures in your pocket change. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we uncover rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your collection or even in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about an incredibly rare 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors with its high market value of $52,967. That's right, this humble 1-cent coin is worth a fortune. But what makes this coin so valuable? Why do collectors pay such a high price for it? And how can you identify one of these rare pennies? Stick around as we break down everything you need to know about the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, its history, key details, and what to look for if you want to find one of these rare gems. History of the 1981 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original penny featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. However, in 1959, the design changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design created by Frank Gasparo. This style continued for decades, including the 1981 penny we're discussing today. By 1981, the Lincoln cent was still being struck in large numbers, but something unusual happened that year. Certain pennies were struck without a mint mark, making them extremely rare and valuable today. Why is the 1981 no-mint mark penny so valuable? Most Lincoln pennies from 1981 were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Normally, coins from Denver and San Francisco bear AD or S mint mark below the date. However, pennies from Philadelphia did not have a mint mark at the time. So, what's special about this 1981 penny? The valuable versions of this coin are those that have rare errors, high grades, or special characteristics that set them apart from the millions of ordinary pennies minted that year. Let's dive into what makes this coin worth over $52,967. Key factors that determine value: no mint mark and high grade. While the Philadelphia Mint typically struck pennies without a mint mark, the real value comes when these coins are found in pristine condition, often graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin, which significantly increases its value. Rare errors and variations. Some 1981 Lincoln pennies have striking errors, including off-center strikes, doubled dies, and planchet errors. A doubled die obverse (DDO) variation, where the lettering or Lincoln's image appears doubled, is particularly sought after by collectors. Another rare error is the clipped planchet, where part of the coin is missing due to an issue during the striking process. Copper composition. The 1981 penny was one of the last years made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, before the transition to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. Because of this, well-preserved 1981 copper pennies are already more desirable than later zinc-based pennies. How to identify a valuable 1981 no-mint mark penny? If you have a 1981 Lincoln penny and you think it might be valuable, here's what you should look for. No mint mark. This is standard for Philadelphia pennies, but combined with other rare characteristics, it could increase the value. Sharp, clear details. A high-grade coin will have strong design details, meaning Lincoln's hair, beard, and the lettering on the coin should be sharp and clear. Check for errors. Look at the coin under magnification to check for doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's profile, which could indicate a double die variety. Weight and composition. Authentic 1981 copper pennies should weigh 3.11 grams. If the weight is different, you might have an error coin or a different composition. Record-breaking auction sales. Now, let's talk about real market value. While most 1981 pennies are only worth face value, certain high-grade or error coins have fetched thousands at auction. In a recent auction, a 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in MS67 condition sold for a jaw-dropping $52,967. Other examples in MS66 and MS65 grades have also sold for thousands of dollars, proving that condition matters significantly when it comes to coin value. Where to sell a rare 1981 penny? If you think you have a valuable 1981 penny, there are several ways to get it appraised and sell it. Professional coin grading services, PCGS or NGC. These organizations can certify the authenticity and condition of your coin. Online auctions, eBay, Heritage auctions, Stacks Bowers, these platforms allow collectors to bid on rare coins. Local coin dealers and shops. Some numismatic experts can offer appraisals and may even purchase your coin shows and conventions. These are great places to meet collectors and dealers looking for rare pieces. Could you have a $52,967 penny? The 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is proof that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. While most pennies from this year are common, a high-grade example or one with rare errors can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you love coin collecting or simply want to check your pocket change for hidden gems, be sure to look for these key features. Who knows? You might have a valuable penny sitting in your collection right now. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin in your change. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and highly valuable penny, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny. While this coin may look ordinary at first glance, certain rare varieties and errors have made some of these pennies worth an astonishing $81,652 at auction. If you have a 1980 penny in your collection, stick around because we're going to break down everything you need to know: its history, design, mintage, rare errors, and most importantly, how to determine if your penny could be worth thousands of dollars. So, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on valuable coins. Let's get started. History of the 1980 Lincoln penny. The 1980 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint and features the classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. This design was first introduced in 1959 to replace the previous Wheat Ears design. The obverse, of course, features the famous profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1980, the U.S. Mint was still producing pennies using a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, making these coins heavier than modern pennies. It wasn't until 1982 that the composition was changed to 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper plating to cut costs. Despite being a common penny with over 5.1 billion minted at the Denver facility, some extremely rare error coins and high-grade specimens from 1980 have made headlines in the numismatic world. Key features of the 1980 Lincoln penny. The 1980 penny carries the D mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse. These coins were struck with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a weight of 3.11 grams. While most circulated examples of this coin hold only face value, certain factors like errors, high mint state grades, and well-preserved specimens can drastically increase their worth. Rare errors that make the 1980 penny valuable. Many collectors actively seek out 1980 Lincoln pennies with minting errors, as these anomalies can skyrocket the value of a coin. Let's take a look at some of the most valuable errors found on these coins. Point 1. Double die obverse. A double die obverse error occurs when the design on the coin is struck twice slightly off alignment, creating a noticeable doubling effect. In some 1980 pennies, you may see doubling on the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. These rare double die pennies have sold for thousands of dollars depending on the clarity of the doubling and the coin's overall condition. Point 2. Off-center strikes. Off-center errors happen when the blank planchet is not properly aligned in the coining press, causing part of the design to be missing. A 5% to 10% off-center strike might only bring a small premium, but a 50% off-center strike where the date is still visible can be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Point 3. Broad strike error. A broad strike occurs when a coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread out and appear wider than normal. These errors can fetch a high price, especially if the coin remains well detailed. Point 4. Clipped planchet. A clipped planchet error happens when part of the coin's blank is mistakenly cut off before striking, leaving a curved or straight missing section on the coin's edge. These can be worth several $100s if the clip is significant. Point 5. Die cracks and cuds. Over time, minting dies develop cracks that can transfer to coins as raised lines or blobs of metal. coins with dramatic die cracks or cuds, large breaks in the die that create extra metal blobs on the coin, can sell for impressive prices, depending on their size and location. Why some 1980 pennies are worth thousands. Now, let's get to the most exciting part. How can a simple penny be worth over $81,652? The highest valued 1980 penny to date was a Mint State 67 Plus Red MS 67 Plus RD specimen certified by PCGS. This penny had nearly flawless surfaces with a rich, original red copper tone. Most 1980 pennies found in circulation have scratches, discoloration, and wear from years of handling. However, coins that were never spent and kept in pristine condition can receive high grades from professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. The key to a high-value penny is its grade and color. Brown, BN common and typically lower in value. Red brown, RB more desirable and slightly higher in price. RD the rarest and most valuable, especially in high mint state grades. A 1980 penny graded MS 67 Plus RD sold at auction for an astounding $81,652, setting a record for this coin. If you find a high-grade red penny with no visible flaws, it could fetch a similar price at an auction. How to find a valuable 1980 penny? If you want to find one of these valuable pennies, here's what you should do. Check your pocket change. While most 1980 pennies are common, errors and high-grade specimens can still turn up. Search bank rolls. Buy rolls of pennies from banks and look for well-preserved coins or error varieties. Use a magnifying glass. Some errors, like double dies and die cracks, may not be visible to the naked eye. Get it graded. If you believe you have a valuable 1980 penny, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Conclusion: the 1980 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how an ordinary coin can become an extraordinary treasure. While most of these pennies are only worth 1 cent, some rare varieties and pristine specimens have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content on rare and valuable coins. Also, let me know in the comments if you have found any interesting 1980 pennies or era coins in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! See you in the next video.